up, Lincoln?
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Swords, and Bill Busch on Early Break. Full show ahead. Lots to get to. Hour one, sponsored by Gaina Trucking. Check out their current job openings at GainaTrucking.com. Gentlemen, did we watch Game 4 last night of the Western Conference Finals?
I did. I watched the fourth quarter of it, Bill.
I watched, yes, that would have been about the time that I jumped in. Because they just put in the graphic up that Denver had outscored the Lakers like 36-16 in the third quarter.
Yeah. LeBron had 31 in the first half.
Yeah. And
I was getting texts from excited Lakers fans, and namely my grandson Alex. And then it must have went to hell a little bit.
Well, as Bill said in the group chat, they're just delaying the inevitable if they win this game. They're going to lose the
Did
series.
Bill say that?
It was 3-0.
Or did I say that?
That was you said that?
Yes.
That was
Oh,
not me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was not me.
Yeah, I thought it said B.
Once
B,
again,
but-
just
well,
Once again,
it would have been a
check the
compliment.
facts.
It would have been a compliment to you, Bill.
fact check yourself, please.
It would have been a compliment,
All right,
but that was Sip's statement, though. But you are right.
Remember the one time we did that somehow I got credit for something that Jake. Remember that Jake got very upset. Actually, that was me. That was me who said that.
The group chat, it gets
yes.
a little. It gets you lose track of things. Who says what?
Yeah.
Was it a
You said
Yeah.
fact check yourself.
well? Fine, as Sip
All
said
right,
in the
yeah.
group chat correctly, they were just going to delay the inevitable if they won that
Didn't you
game.
think
Because they
so?
were not winning that series. There was no
No.
chance. No chance.
No chance.
They'd have to have a Jokic injury of some sort
Yeah.
to win that series, or Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Nuggets sweep on to their first ever NBA Finals.
I got to say,
Yeah.
I was kind of, Bill, I don't know. I thought it was kind of depressing watching LeBron fumble around like an old man at the end of the game.
Missed a layup.
Well, I told you the second to last shot he hit the side of the bang board. He hit the side of the backboard. Hit the side, and then the last play, like I said, it just dribbled the double coverage. Like Sipple said, it going left.
Going left.
Yeah, like
Offhand into double team, into trap.
their best
Let's just say
chance.
trap.
Their best chance is to take it, just have a play. Let's get a shoot, a good 3. Try to win it. Try to win it. Try to be like, okay, we won the game.
Right. That was a harsh comment on LeBron. He had 40 last night,
Yeah.
by the way. I mean, he had a good
Yeah.
night.
That's impressive. 40
Yeah.
points is very, very impressive.
Yeah.
It appeared as if it was I'm trying to think what it would be. It appeared like maybe it was like a December 2nd game for the crowd. That was not and we have bragged about the NHL and the NBA with the energy in the arenas.
Mhm.
That was not.
No, you're right.
No,
Because
It was
they know.
It was a yawner. Yeah.
They know that the inevitable was going to occur.
If they win the
won
game, they're going
then
back to Denver getting crushed in
lose,
Game
yeah.
5.
Right.
Come on. There's nothing there for them.
They would just merely, by winning last night, the Lakers would have merely delayed the inevitable.
Yep.
So with that being so average of a game to watch with not much energy, and then again,
You're
the
right about
inevitable.
that.
And I'm a Laker fan. Instead, I'm kind of flipping through the channels, going back and forth. And on 2020, I think it's on ABC, I believe was the most remarkable. So I used to do this section with my players on special teams. Do you want them on your team? Was a section I would do with my players. Do you want them on your team? And I do different sections. So one of the ones I did was, I believe it was 1971 or 72, was the plane wreck in the Andes Mountains with the rugby team on it that crashed, and they end up and half of them ended up surviving. When the plane crashed, several of them were killed, but they stayed alive for like over 2 months. Over 2 months on the top of this mountain.
Andes?
In the Andes Mountains. And then as they sat around and realized they're all just going to die, 10 of them said, we're busting out. We're making a run for it. They went 38 miles over the mountains in temperatures that got to be like to 10 to 30 below zero. They had to go all the way up to the summit They hit a fall summit to another summit, and then worked themselves back down, and they ended up getting to civilization.
No way.
They ended up seeing a guy on the other side of this raging river from the runoff from the mountains. There was just some guy on a horse, and they tried it, and he goes, "Mañana." Like, okay, he's going to come back tomorrow. He comes back. He threw a piece of paper over to him in a rock. They wrote a note that we're the survivors from this, threw it back across the river, and the guy went and got people. Then they had to go up there with helicopters. They finally found these people, the ones that were still up there, with helicopters, but they would only stay on the ground for like 30 to 45 seconds, maybe a minute. They just take 6 people would jump on and they would just take off. And they said that they were sweating so profusely, the pilots, because it was so dangerous to try to land on the side of a mountain at like 17,000 feet.
God Almighty!
But the story was one of the most incredible. They tied cushions to their feet to make snowshoes to go. They went 38 miles.
I needed to hear this.
Yes.
And at what duration of time?
I took them. I think it took them 10 days. Took them 10 days to make it to civilization.
And they had no sort of food. Like they had to hunt it all.
They had some food. So what they do, they finally said, okay, who's the strongest? They picked out the strongest. They gave them the food. So the most food. So the food that was remaining left, and obviously there's part of the show is that there was cannibalism that happened during the show.
Understood.
Yeah, well understood. It's like they get people like, I don't know if that's right or not.
It's
easy.
It's survival.
Yeah,
hey, survival.
Time out. Yeah, I don't need a naysayer.
Yeah, we don't need
the Donner Party,
yeah,
but we're just trying to stay alive here.
But it was
a naysayer.
Yeah.
Let's talk about cannibalism for a second. The pluses and minuses of cannibalism.
When do you and when do you not?
Right.
But anyway, it was the most amazing story and how they slid down part of this. It was just, and so the part of the story that was so cool is that they had a guy relive the whole thing and video it of what it would have taken to do that. And he goes, I am a extreme climber and I have all the today's modern equipment. He said, this is insane how they made it out of here without the equipment that they had to have. So pretty cool stuff. So anyway,
Terrell Farley,
I know what he's doing here.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I.
That's interesting.
Yes,
that's interesting. 61 degrees.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Yes.
What are you doing, Terrell Farley?
61 degrees. 608. Terrell Farley.
He's in the building. I'm not sure what he's doing
What's
here.
going on?
He's here. I don't know what he's doing. But must be cleaning or something. Let's get to my open here real quick. Idle chit chat. It was kind of idle chit chat, but we got to play the open here.
Their sports takes are great,
Generally speaking.
but the random conversations are even better.
I don't know if you want to talk about that on the radio.
Hey, you just did.
You just did. I mean, we're not just talking amongst ourselves.
It's time for Idle Chit Chat on Early Break, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care.
I think I just like that you were flipping back and forth between the game.
I was. And I was way more
so
intrigued.
you missed some of the show then.
I was way more intrigued with the show. Then my wife comes in the last like 15 minutes. She goes, what is like? She's like, oh, this is incredible. This is incredible. So the section I did it to the team this year. I did it to the special teams unit.
Okay.
The whole team would be in the do you want them on your team? They're like, oh, so they all got voted. Yes, that's what you want on your team.
Yeah.
These guys that survived this thing was someone that you want on their team. So that was a section that we did once a week.
Yeah.
Do you want them on your team?
I like that. I mean, it
was remarkable. It was just and cute. And then when you got the part where all of a sudden they talked about when the word got out. So when the media met them immediately. So when the basically it was 2 guys broke off from the other 8 that finally got down to someone to help them. He said as soon as they came back and they found out what was going on, the media was there. So these people, after 72 days, within being saved, within like a minute, like the media were asking them questions.
I can't talk right now. I just survived.
They had media asking them questions.
By that. Now, how would you talk?
How long ago was this?
1972, I believe. Yeah, 1972. And I remember I read the story, and then this is the first time I've ever seen the documentary on it. And it will blow you away to watch this. It was on ABC. You probably we can go back and watch it.
Sure.
2020.
YouTube it.
And it was one of the most remarkable scenes that I've ever seen. And
the media was there right there.
And then they started talking about what it was like when the word started getting out that there were survivors. Well, then they're trying to imagine you're like the parents. They talked about like, okay, who's still alive? So you don't know. They're trying to figure out what names, who's alive, and there's probably euphoria of like, my son's alive or my daughter's alive,
or the other side.
Yeah,
of it.
and then some of them got that euphoria. Then they found out no, they didn't make it, and so
this was a documentary or an actual movie then?
what's that? It was a documentary.
There's some people say there's a movie that was made.
There was a movie
called
made
Alive.
Alive. Yes.
Oh yeah,
there was
yeah.
a movie.
So-
There was a movie
yeah,
made. This
yeah.
was a 20 for 20. Is that what it is? 2020, whatever it's about.
2020.
Yes.
2020.
2020.
20/20.
Yes, watch that because it has. And then right now, as of 2023, like there's 16 survivors still alive.
Jeez.
that are still alive.
That's fascinating. That's all about discomfort. I mean, you get dealing with discomfort. Then when you're dead, then when
They had a AM radio that was still had power, and they'd listen to it. They could get some sort of station, and they would listen. And then they got word that they had made it down. They got word at the radio that people that are up there were still alive. Got the word that they had made it, and they were all, most of the guys that left. They're like, it was just such carnage. It was such a terrible scene, and so they were just like, most of them were like, I just want to die someplace else. So it was. The guy said, I want to die someplace. I'm not dying here. I'm not dying here. I'm just kidding. I'll make a run for it, and
I'll just go somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll die someplace else.
Yeah.
This is not where I'm going to go down.
Okay.
10 days, 38 miles is
Man.
what they covered.
That's amazing.
Well, thank you, Bill.
Thank you for that. Anything for you for Idle Chit Chat?
I
Sip at
can't
all?
top that.
Anything
Well,
for- oh yeah, Bill's got more.
I do. We
Please
have-
tell us more.
again, thank you so much for 93.7 the ticket. What they do, it's phenomenal.
I know. Where
And
he's
the
going
one
here.
thing they have when you walk in is they have a candy dish, and they always it's amazing what you have there. There's the mini crackle bars, the Mr. Good bars,
Yep.
and then the staple of all staples, the Snickers bar.
Yes.
Also mixed in is the Milky Way,
Mm-hmm.
and the Milky Way bar is the only bar that's never been purchased by anybody.
That's just not true.
No one purchased. So right now, if you have that, so everything is
Oh,
now
no.
been. Is it been work? If you go out there right now,
Yeah.
there's 30 mini Milky Ways and nothing else because everything else
There's
has been.
Milky Way Midnight's also the dark.
The
Milky
dark-
Way
yes,
up there,
yes.
and those are pretty good.
Yeah, and they've all been
didn't know
picked
those
through
existed.
because the Milky Way is the one remaining. That again, so I still go on record, and Sipple agrees with it. Has anyone ever went into a store and been, excuse me, do you have a Milky Way? I don't think that's ever
then
happened.
Sip brings up that he'd prefer a twin Bing or a York peppermint patty. I said no, over a Milky Way,
yeah, no.
absolutely
Yeah, I
not.
would.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I
The
would.
staple
Milky
of
Way
all
tastes good.
No, the staple of all candy bars that are time tested and still is to this day is the Snickers.
Sure.
Snickers is great.
That's the Coca-Cola of sodas.
But I don't know that you want to get in. God bless you.
I just want to know who.
But I don't know if you want to get into the business of complaining about free candy.
No,
Let's go back.
No, this is kind of a documentary on who would buy a Milky Way.
So
Yeah.
let's rewind quickly to about
Not me-
5:50
not
this
me.
morning.
Yeah.
Bill walks in. He says, "Jake, I need to talk to Mark." I was this
I know.
guy
I thought
serious?
this is serious.
That's the first thing he says. I said, "What's going on?" I was like, he says, "It's just Milky Ways up front." I said, "Oh, this is a candy. This is a candy bar."
Now,
problem."
Mark's incredible. He brings in home baked cookies.
Yeah.
which were over there.
Right,
Molasses
yeah,
He's
yeah,
still
he
here.
does everything. That-
molasses.
Yeah, so
Molasses.
That- in this case, he cooks all kinds of different cookies.
Yes, but but there's been incredible. I get when I see the Mr. Good bar or the Crackle, the small one, because I have
Yeah,
one.
Mr.
in-
Good bar.
Did you dig deep because they might be at
I
the
went.
bottom?
Trust
Bill.
me, I went
He
through
was
it.
picking.
Yeah, I've been through.
You
it.
saw this.
I
you
went
heard
through it
I've
yesterday
seen
too.
him do it.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe it's all Milky Way in that. bowl.
Just let me ask you
I'll-
this.
I'll go during the
because-
break.
because the candy's been so good.
Yeah.
How about when a Reese's hits it?
It's gone in a heartbeat.
Gone.
Because there's some of these
Sentiment.
bags over at Target, wherever you get them. It's like a combination of Kit Kat and
Yeah.
Reese's. You pour that one in there, it lasts 30 minutes. It's
It's gone.
The whole station.
I know.
devours it.
I know.
Kit
Kenny
Kat.
Wellhite's eaten 20 of those before.
Well,
20
Farley
Reese's.
eats about 40 Reese's a day.
Yes,
too.
yes.
Yeah.
Kit Kat's big too, though.
Oh
Yeah.
God, those are
Because they're the mini
that's
cats.
the ultimate combo.
Yeah.
You got Kit Kat and
Yeah.
Reese's. That's like
Yeah.
no one complains about that.
No,
bag.
no, it's Xanadu. It's
Crackle's not.
I mean, who desires a crackle?
Oh, I
Pretty
do.
good.
I desire a crackle.
When's the last time someone bought a crackle at the store?
I bought a crackle.
Oh,
bar.
yeah.
I bet
Yeah.
someone's bought a Milky Way more recently than a crackle.
Yeah, absolutely
I gotta
not.
tell
I'll
you,
fight you.
that if I get a craving, if I get a craving, I just go straight Hershey bar. Just straight.
That's a
Hershey
solid
bar.
one.
Yeah.
No,
I'll tell you what
No.
else is
Yes.
pure gold. If you get the Hershey bar and then just get the peanut butter out and do old school, make your
Old
old school
school?
Reese's.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
And
if
no,
it-
I just
I've
like
never
the-
desired
Yeah.
a Hershey.
Oh, I
bar,
have.
just straight
Oh,
chocolate.
that's
I just
bar.
go
that's
in,
crazy.
yeah.
Come on,
Who
guy.
are you?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a normal
And-
person.
and-
I would take a Milky Way over a
You're
Hershey
probably
bar,
the same
Bill.
guy that has Skippy peanut butter, not Jif.
No, Jif all the way.
Okay.
Jif,
Okay,
no,
all right. That
Skippy's
saved
nasty.
you, Jake.
Skippy's nasty.
that's- that saved
Come
you.
on.
That
Jif is the
saved you.
king of peanut butter.
I'm not
Jif
gonna
is the
go,
king of peanut
I'm not gonna
butter.
go Skippy's nasty.
I wouldn't say it's nasty,
Jif is
but
just
yeah,
but
better.
you guys,
Jif is
you guys
better.
are probably crunchy versus creamy.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Yeah, I know he is.
I'll fight you on crunchy too.
Oh, crunchy's terrible.
No.
See?
that's,
Creamy.
that's like getting a raisin in your cookie. That's the same.
I
thing.
like raisin
No.
cookies.
Yeah.
I like
Crunchy
raisin cookies.
peanut butter, Bill's right. It's sick. It's disappointing. Like, wow, this is not what
No, I get
It
that.
doesn't
Peanuts
bother
in
me
it.
at one bit 'cause I wouldn't touch it.
I don't want a peanut in my
But when
peanut butter.
Yeah.
I bought a raisin cookie the other day. One of the big cookies. I bought a raisin cookie. I both bought it.
Intentionally?
Yeah, I like them.
Like you knew there was raisins in it.
I mean, I like raisins.
The man likes raisin cookies and crunchy
Yeah,
peanut
And
butter.
a York peppermint patty
And Twin Bing.
Yeah, I know. I don't like Twin Bing.
You said it
You
before
said
the
it.
show.
I
You
bought
wanted
it.
Twin Bing.
I bought one time, and I ate it with cranberry juice and chew, and I was sick. I got really sick walking home from junior high. It was in
So
junior high.
you haven't bought one in the last 40 years,
Right.
then. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I walked home from junior high and stopped at the Holiday Station and bought, and I had some beech nut, which I wasn't really familiar with. You know, I was a kid. Chew.
Oh,
And I
okay.
had some
You're
cranberry. I got some, yeah. I wasn't junior high. I got some cranberry juice and a Twin Bing, and I got really sick. Like I had to stop. Our house was a pretty long walk from the junior high, and I had to stop. And then I went straight to bed when I was sick. I mean, I got really sick. I think I swallowed beech nut.
Probably will get you.
Some response from the text line
Okay.
here. Houston says Bill is nuts with this Milky Way take.
Yes.
Nuts. Doesn't agree with you.
Yeah.
And I don't either. Milky Ways are fine.
But first of all,
Have you had? Why don't you try one
They're
over
fine.
there?
I don't.
See,
I
you
don't.
still
I never
like it.
said they're horrific.
They're
I'm
not
saying.
repulsive.
I'm saying no one's ever purchased one. That is the free candy bar.
Or if
That's
it's
the one that you get
it's the
from.
only
I-
one, if it's the only one there, you might get
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean, you'd have to be.
You're going to tell me that someone goes to the store and purchases a crackle before
Yes.
absolutely.
Milky Way.
In the red- in the
I'm
red-
going to say no.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
crackle
Do
with
an
a K.
experiment where you
Yeah.
you film people at Hy-Vee or something. You give them a couple
Mhm.
options for candy. See which ones.
Somebody's
Okay.
buying a Milky Way, but I bet it's about 8-1 crackle. Somebody's buying.
I don't think anybody buys them. I think they're just
Somebody
they're a free
would.
food. They're a free food. I'm right, aren't I, Jay?
No, I don't think so. Let's see some more response before we move on here. Let's see. No, Dex says Milky Way suck, so you got him on your side. there.
Dex.
And
Hershey with almonds, yum. Milky Way, Three Musketeer, yuck. That's a no.
I tell you
that's
what,
completely backwards.
he is
You're
so
talking
that's
about
completely
he
nuking.
is so accurate with that. The Hershey bar with almonds is a solid bar.
Yeah, it is.
That's really good.
It is.
That's a really.
I'm
yeah.
fine either way. By the way, I'll take a
You can
regular
lose
Hershey.
Hershey's forever.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Hershey
No,
bars
I don't.
out.
Now, are you American?
Yeah, that's
well,
what
listen,
I mean.
yeah, what
is
is
that?
If,
Where are
if
you
that
from?
dish has Hershey bar,
Yeah.
I'll eat it. But I'm not gonna buy
What
a
are
Hershey
you?
bar.
What are you talking
Who
about?
are you
right
now?
now?
Unless it's for s'mores. If I'm getting Hershey for s'mores, that's it. If it's like by itself,
You
then
just
no.
don't eat a Hershey bar?
No, like the little baby ones, sure. If you get like
You
a
guys-
full size Hershey bar, that's sick.
I'm going to say
That's
right
sick.
now
Sick.
It's sick.
that the three-legged stool,
We have trouble right now.
us three right now, but we would have got ourselves out of those mountains.
I
You think
hope
so?
I really do. I think
Who would have made the first step to go up? To
Don't
we got
pit us against
I'm
each
thinking it's
other.
Bill. I think Bill says we're leaving this place.
Oh yeah, I'd have made the move.
Yeah,
I
don't
would have
don't
been.
always
Yeah.
pit us against each other, Jake. You always do that.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
It's an incredible story. 72 days. It was right before Christmas too. Found
yes.
him on like December 22nd.
I don't know why I've never seen Alive.
And I think you want to watch the 2020. That will be a better thing than probably the movie is, just because they talked to all the survivors on it that were still there. They had interviews with them. Yeah, it was incredible.
Who would have died from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, this is where the conversation really changes for Milky Way. Okay.
Okay.
This is from a police officer. Okay.
Okay.
Officer McLeod, Zach from Columbus, says
Okay.
this. I just graduated the police academy in April.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's
I
hard.
ate 2 Milky Ways a day for 16 weeks to get through it. Love Milky Ways. 2 Milky Ways a day for 16 weeks to get through it.
Was that part of the training?
Yeah,
you
was
had to
that
do it? We're gonna make you. We're gonna make you eat.
Yeah.
We are gonna make you eat 2 Milky Ways a day.
What's the price of a Milky Way now? Ask is like $1. I wonder.
Oh, they're expensive now. Candy bars are everything's ridiculous.
I bought a candy bar a while back. It was like $1.99.
Is that right?
For a candy bar?
Right.
I was like,
is that right?
If you go get a 12-pack of pop, it's $8.99 right now. It's ridiculous.
Wait a second. What is a candy bar? Text line.
Text line. I'm saying it's like
5685.
Yeah.
What is the price of a candy bar at Super
I'm gonna guess.
Saver?
You think it's almost $2 for a
I think
candy
it's almost
bar?
if you're like at a U Stop or a Casey's or something, you're looking at right at $2.
What would it used to be?
I guess
50
$1.50.
cents. 50
Yeah.
cents.
Yeah.
50 cents was the going
Yeah.
price for a long time.
When we were kids, it was a quarter.
quarter.
Yeah.
Someone says in this potential of us on the mountain, the
Yes.
survival. Dexter says
It's gotta be good.
this is probably true. Bill would have to slap Jake because he'd be crying the whole time.
Stay with us.
I didn't say that.
Come on, stay with us, man.
That wasn't me.
Hold it together. We're not gonna
Tighten
make
up.
it. We're not gonna make it.
Tighten up.
Okay.
I would have been joking around too much. He would have said, "You got to get serious."
It's like, hey, this is survival.
Right.
Pal.
Bill would have got after me at some point because I would have been joking around. Oh, we're definitely going to die for sure, guys. Just try to have fun.
Hey, enjoy your last day.
Right.
Today's it.
Yes, death is coming
Yeah.
for you.
You would have
It's fine.
cornered me and choked me out.
All right, that's Extended Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by
Was it
Newton's Lawn
extended?
Care.
Was that extended?
402-440-6297.
Ooh, 622. You're
Call them
right.
for fertilizer for your yard. Okay,
I'm sorry. 623.
thank you. Quickly before we get to break here, we need the time. It's important.
Crackles are unbelievable.
Crackles suck.
We got to deal with. We're going to have to deal with Jake in a little while.
Yeah, he's really
What are you
attacking.
talking about?
Yeah.
I don't. The
We're
Hershey's
wobbling.
thing-
I can't believe
The
that
Hershey
Hershey's so
thing's got
negative
me.
on Milky
Yeah.
Way and positive about these other ones that
Yeah.
aren't as good as Milky
The
Way.
Hershey thing
I'm
is.
just saying Milky Way's the free candy bar.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know what
crackle.
to say about your Hershey take right now.
I don't have to unless I'm just doing s'mores. I don't go to the store and buy a Hershey bar. That's a lot of just pure straight chocolate with nothing else in it. Like Snickers, you got the nuts, you get
Yeah.
nougat.
Oh, I know,
Nougat
you're
good.
right.
Nougat's important.
You're right.
Makes it good.
That's Milky Way and Three Musketeers all about nougat. I'm sorry, we got to move on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
623.
I just saw this last night. I thought that I feel bad for fans who are trying to schedule trips to NFL games. I like to go to games in December because I don't leave during the college season. I try to go to a game in December.
Okay.
The NFL voted last night.
What did they vote?
They voted that they are going to approve flex scheduling for Thursday night football, which means that right now you might see a game that's scheduled for Sunday that says, I'm going to go plan a trip to Miami or San Francisco or New Orleans. I don't care where you're going in December, but weeks 13 through 17,
Okay.
toward the end of the season, they are going to be able to flex those games. Now, you will know 28 days ahead of time. So you'll know about a month ahead of time if it's going to be flexed to a Thursday. But it's still, if you're trying to book stuff right now, if you are a fan, which again, the game is a lot about fans. They help.
It is.
They're the ones filling the stadiums, paying the prices for tickets, for concessions, all this stuff, for gear. You're going to run into some problems with this, in my opinion. Now, I know NFL, Amazon's paying a fortune to the NFL for the rights to the broadcast of Thursday Night Football with Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit. But and I know this again, it's all about making the broadcast partners happy. But if you are a player on a team that has a late season game, 13 through 17, you have less weeks now to get ready for that game when it was a Sunday originally. And this is all about TV and not really about the fans or the players or coaches.
I get it. Yeah. Yeah. The New York Giants owner, John Mara, referred to this as fan abuse. He voted against it.
It is fan abuse. It is
fan abuse. Voted against it. Well, I think they voted against it. He and Art Rooney blasted the version in March. This scheduling idea. I don't know, Jake.
Mara and Rooney.
Yeah, big time names.
Those are
two important
you
names.
might want to listen to that. It's like, what have they done?
This
Yeah.
all is very unappealing to a lot of people because Thursday night, I just think it's unappealing. I don't know why they're even playing on Thursday night.
I don't enjoy the Thursday. I told you I might. First of all, the games weren't good, so that's
They weren't
that's the
good.
reason
No.
they're trying to make a
Now
better product.
you see that, yeah.
Trying to get a
you
better
see
product.
that part of it, right?
And then obviously being on Amazon, it wasn't easy to flip back and forth to it, so I
Right.
didn't really pay attention to it very much. Also, but they are correct. Fan abuse, it just abuses that group of fans that are attending, and generally it would be a visiting fan that wanted to go see a game
Yeah.
in another city.
Yes.
That's the abuse is.
Yes.
But there's millions and millions of people watching the games that would want to see a better game.
I see.
So it in that aspect, it makes sense. If all of a sudden, would it upset you if all of a sudden you're going to go see the Dolphins on Sunday
And
it
I
got
can't
moved-
watch them
it got
anymore?
moved to Thursday?
28 days
I'm
notice,
hit-
though.
You have 28 days.
I'm usually buying my flight ahead of 28 days ahead of that game.
Yeah.
And so I think most fans probably are too. Not all of them, but
No,
most
you're
fans
right.
are.
Most fans are going to away games.
Yes.
This is what I'm a very simple man, obviously. Where I don't like this is just release the schedule before the season and play the games.
Well, they have released a schedule. Now they're flexing.
I
just
don't
these
like
weeks,
that.
which I think is. I
I
agree. It's dumb.
I think
Yeah.
It's dumb.
the Sunday flex is great, which is what 6
Sure.
days out, because the game's the same day.
Exactly.
It just got moved to the evening.
That's fine.
all it got moved
We can
to.
accept that.
Yeah.
No problems. Not 3 days earlier.
Right. I
We would-
understand that.
We would have to get after Jake on the mountain. I can tell you right
Yeah,
now. We
that'd
would
be-
have to
that'd be-
get
that'd
after
be
him.
a pain in the ass. I'd be.
Well, yeah, I told you.
We're not
I
gonna
said
make-
this is the wrong peak. I knew it. I knew it. I did it 100 times.
Yeah,
Listen,
like the good hikers do.
Yeah, like
Guys,
the good hikers do.
I'm not going to deny this right now. I'm not going to deny that. I probably would be a pain in the ass in the mountain. You're right.
Jake,
But
no,
like,
you wouldn't be
the
that
negative
bad.
man.
I had to go to
Yeah,
ten-
he's the young guy, though. That's the thing,
I'm
Jake.
just
You
going
got
to
youth
sit
on
down and die.
No,
Yeah, I'm just over here
no,
like
you got youth on your side.
this is nothing like tennis practice.
You got youth on your side. He would
Yes.
have the youth part.
Yes, we would. Yes.
We might have to lean on it pretty hard on you, actually.
Yes.
I'd
I'm
I'd
carrying
give
all
you
the
a
gear.
yes, I'd give you
Yeah.
a pep talk.
Yes.
Jake, you're 32.
It's
Bill's
on you, buddy.
56.
It's on you, buddy.
I'm 53. You
Well,
got
you went down. You went down.
You
got
got to
to
make this happen.
He's gonna be 48 next week. I think
You
probably.
got to make this happen.
maybe 45, possibly.
Right.
With the age here.
right?
Like you said,
I will
though,
say this though
Yeah.
with the flex schedule.
yeah,
Okay.
say something.
Yeah, right now, say about like 10 minutes from now, I'm over it. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't concern me. it really has.
you're not attending. Games,
Yeah, it's
so
not
you're
attending games.
planning on going.
It does nothing for me whatsoever.
Okay, but the question I would have is that can you actually make those games better because those teams are all having way less preparation time
Well,
in general?
I will say, think about this
That's
one.
a good point.
Think about this.
That's
How
good.
many bad Monday night games do we get?
Well, there's some crap matchups.
Really bad games. Really bad. You just go, oh wow, this is not good football. This is not good football.
Well, what do the people say, Jake?
Okay, from the text line, Ron says it's all about huge amounts of TV viewer money. That comes first, obviously, with the amount of money that Amazon is paying for the rights to the NFL for Thursday nights. I get that.
I do too.
Let's
I
see.
do too.
Yeah. I think it makes sense.
In a way,
I'm not a
it does.
fan of it, but there's a lot of things that make sense.
that you're not a fan of.
That all of a sudden, if you're sitting in North Dakota on a Thursday night, it's like kind of want to watch. That's a better game. I'd like to see those guys play. That would. So it kind of adds up.
But they have 3 less days to prepare for that game. It's some
But-
of
but
these
it's
games
20
are sloppy,
but it's
though. on
28 days
Thursdays.
out. If they threw it
I
to
know.
you, if all of a sudden you get done with the game Sunday, you get in the locker room. Hey guys, check here real quick. Everybody circle up. Yeah, we're gonna play the Colts Thursday.
Not playing Sunday
Yeah,
anymore.
not playing Sunday.
Short week.
Yeah, short week. Let's
Rest
go.
up.
Get a
get
sandwich.
healthy.
Get a sandwich. Get in the cold tub. No, that'd be rough. It's 28 days out.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Brett in Minnesota says we've officially tipped the scale where the league's priority is definitely TV and not attendance. Hasn't it been that way for a while though?
I think
Where TV's been more important than attendance?
Yes.
I
Just
think that's just everything.
When you
Everything.
brought Thursday
Yeah,
night football in,
that's
that was certainly
everything.
about TV
Yes.
more than attendance.
just
in
TV
general.
run college
And-
football,
and
I ask you
especially
that.
that just people. I think most people understand. Maybe they don't. That the venues for NFL are so much smaller. The stadiums are in the 60,000. There's some big ones, but the attendance is it's not like you go to the Big House or Tennessee, 109,000. No, that's not happening. It's way less people attend NFL games.
Hasn't there been a discussion that people have had in Major League Baseball, they don't care if anybody's in the stadium. It's the TV deals that create the big money.
It's pretty true. It's a sad sight to see in these games when they're showing them. When there's
$14 beers doesn't help.
Doesn't help.
$14 beers.
I saw the Royals game last night. I didn't watch it, but I saw highlights.
Did they win at home?
Oh, they lost 8-5. But it was a home game. They're still horrible at home. It was light on a night game. I know it's a weeknight. It's Monday night, but still, it's a night game. It was a very, very, very light crowd.
But they have their TV deal, their local TV deal, which is very lucrative, right? That's what pays a lot of the bills.
Yeah,
they don't care.
It does help, but
they don't care how many people are in the stadium. I don't know. I don't think their owner would acknowledge that. But
you probably get Milky Way bars in the clubhouse.
You probably do. Hey, by the way, I'm seeing this from several people on the text line. I guess as of right now, as of today, we are officially 100 days away from Nebraska. First game against Minnesota.
Wow,
100 days today.
100.
Today. 100 days away from Nebraska kickoff. So,
do you want to get to that transfer lineman or the kid that's visiting? Should we do that next?
We'll do that next. Yeah, Nebraska has a guy they had a guy yesterday on campus, a big player, offensive lineman. Made a visit to Nebraska yesterday. We'll tell you about that next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Nebraska's favorite vape shop,
Generation V.
providing friendly, personalized service in the largest selection of vaporized and liquid flavors in states.
Generation V.
Generation V will beat or match any local competitor's price. With a huge selection, great service, and the lowest prices, Generation V is your one-stop shop for all your vaping needs.
Generation V.
With 4 Lincoln locations, visit us on the web at generationv.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Spring is here, and Acres has special financing on all John Deere lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers. Get your yard looking great and use John Deere's wide selection of attachments to landscape your property to perfection. And for a limited time, with a purchase of a new John Deere mower, get up to $200 to apply to the steel power tool of your choice. From trimmers to chainsaws, gas or electric, Acres is your home for steel products and service. Acres, solutions for every field.
Attention Lincoln. Looking for an effective way to reach the fitness goals you haven't been able to accomplish on your own? Body Fit Training science-based programming is led by multiple highly accredited coaches who will help you get the results you're capable of. Their group of strength training classes are designed to help you build muscle, burn fat, and improve your overall fitness level. At BFT Lincoln, you'll train like an athlete and be surrounded by motivated and like-minded individuals. For May only, get 1 week of classes for just $7 by visiting bodyfittraining.com. Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new Keen and Tiva brand sandals for hiking and Olukai sandals for sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dudes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66 and Q in Lincoln. Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $20 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
If you're interested in installing solar panels in Nebraska, there's a name you need to know. Solar by Alpine Electric is based out of Lincoln, and you can be sure your project will be handled with care and detail because Rick, the owner of Solar by Alpine Electric, will be involved in the entire process from start to finish. We're an REC Solar Certified Pro installer and handle jobs in Lincoln and the surrounding area. Let us show you real-time results in your area. Call Rick today at 402-440-4371. Solar by Alpine Electric.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks Fridays, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday family fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Reminder, join us tomorrow at Cedars, 66th and Pioneer, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. for Give to Lincoln Day. We'll be on the front porch. Yeah, we'll be on the front porch. There's rocking chairs there. Yeah, it's a great place.
What is the address?
6601 Pioneers Boulevard. Ooh, that's the actual address. Tomorrow morning,
66
on the porch. Should be a good time.
Thank
For Give to Lincoln Day.
Nice.
Learn more at givetolincoln.com. Donate and specify where you want your funds to go. But we'd love you if you chose Cedars. Tomorrow we'll be there all day. 12 hours, 6A to 6P for Give to Lincoln Day. We'll talk to Jim Blue at 7:30 today. About that as well.
Can they donate crackle bars?
I suppose so. Yeah. I mean, they'll take anything.
Okay.
Prefer cash, money. But if
I would do more.
If you need crackles, and that's fine. Go with that. Hey, by the way, I see in the text line, we got a text from Ryan in Delaware.
We have to address this. Ryan needs to be addressed.
Ryan, if you're listening live, if you're still here with us, we missed you badly on Friday. We were going for 50 states of representation of listenership. We got to 44, and Delaware was one of the 6 we didn't hear from. And I said, I know we have a Delaware listener.
Where's Ryan at?
He's here today.
Where were you Friday?
He wasn't with us on Friday. It's important.
I'd like you to be careful on this.
Yeah. Well, we're happy he's here today. We're just bummed he wasn't with us on Friday.
Maybe there's been an accident. We don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we just want to
that's
check
more
in.
like
Happy he's here today, but we wish he had been there Friday to get to 45 on the state.
And we need to find some friends up in the Northeast. Right there, because Maine and New Hampshire, and Delaware. Well, those obviously we know from that one, but we didn't
those
do
were
well.
absent.
Yeah.
Hey, did we? I mean, was that? But I still say that was a good turnout.
44.
Yeah,
that's remarkable.
We were very happy with that.
Yeah,
that was remarkable for the middle of May.
Yeah.
The deader season in sports. Not dead.
Is deader a word?
Deader's questionable.
Is that a word? Let me know that.
Deader.
You know I struggle with words. So
no, you're the wordsmith though.
Yeah, I'm going to say with more dead.
Yeah.
You're going to say deader. You're for sure it's not a word?
I've never heard anybody say that's deader than dead.
Yeah.
They may have said that.
At any rate.
Yesterday, Nebraska had a campus, a visitor on campus, Tyler Knack, Utah transfer offensive lineman with 4 years of eligibility left.
Yeah, a tackle.
Offensive lineman.
I guess you could go back. I said I didn't think they could find anybody in the portal at this time. Lo and behold, there's a fairly highly recruited tackle out of Cottonwood Heights, Utah, who played. Well, he redshirted last year for Utah. He had been recruited by several schools, notable schools, and I don't know. Now he hasn't committed to playing for Nebraska, but he's visiting. Is that highly regarded out of high school? Scholarship offers from USC, Utah, obviously, Oregon State, Arizona State, and Virginia.
Now, RJ in the text line says that since he entered the portal, hasn't been the bigger names after him, though. That was in high school. He was getting those offers. He's been offered since he went to the portal from like Appalachian State, Buffalo, Central Michigan, Hawaii, Liberty, Nevada, Old Dominion, UMass, Utah State, and Kentucky. Okay. So Nebraska is only and Kentucky the only 2 Power 5 schools who have offered him since he's entered the portal.
I don't know if they're looking at him as a guy to come in and now you can get me on this. He's got 4 years. Keep that in mind. They need depth at that position. There's not a lot of depth. Yeah. They got Teddy Prohaska, Bryce Benhart, and Turner Corcoran. After that, there's just not that much depth. So maybe they look at it. I don't know if they're looking at him as an immediate starter or anything like that. Depth, though.
Probably the depth category, but like I said, when you're not in the room, you don't know exactly what it is. But I would imagine that, just because it'd probably be hard to project as a starter, I would think, just because he has not played in college.
Right, and they got guys.
Yeah, and they have guys.
Yeah.
So I think I'm sure they've done their evaluation. I'm sure they've done a great job of evaluating the situation and feel he's a really good fit, obviously. So they have their reasons for him to be a really good fit.
You can do, and you're not in the room, I'm not in the room, but you can do what media does and just make things up.
Yeah, just random things.
Right. I mean, media does it all the time. But there you go. Tyler Knack.
We'll see what happens there. Okay, I want to get to this. I saw this yesterday. Jim Irsay, who is a very outspoken owner. He's wild. He's a wild man. The Colts owner, Jim Irsay. After the passing of Jim Brown, 87 years old on Friday.
This was curious.
One of the greatest players ever to play in the NFL. Jim Irsay had him as his top player to ever play. And here was Jim Irsay, an owner of the Colts, his top 5 players in his mind to ever play the game of football in the NFL. Number 1, Jim Brown. Number 2, Tom Brady. Number 3, John Elway. Number 4, Deacon Jones. Number 5, Reggie White. People are saying Peyton Manning played for your franchise. He had a lot more accolades than John Elway. They both have the same amount of Super Bowl titles, but Manning's got way more first team, all pro. He's got more MVPs. How is he not on your list ahead of John Elway?
Was Elway just a better pure athlete, slinger, way stronger arm? Can I say that?
Arm strength was ridiculous. When you start going back and forth in that, who knows? But they both had longevity. They both had to grind through their career at a lot of playoff fails. They both had. I mean, Elway had several of those before he ended up getting himself to the back-to-back situation. I'm just more perplexed with Deacon Jones. That's the one that I'm more, and how Lawrence Taylor wouldn't be on your list.
It's a weird list, man. It's a weird.
It's a little.
It's a weird list.
If you really study the NFL, everyone would be like, yeah, the most violent, dominant defensive player probably to ever play. Reggie White would be one,
yes,
like that, but it'd be LT.
I'd want to hear. Yeah.
Reggie White deserves to be in the top 5. That's fine.
But
Deacon Jones, great player.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Yeah,
really?
I don't know much about Deacon Jones. I'd like to hear what Irsay says about.
I mean, played in the 70s. And so it's hard to really have a great feel for him.
I'd like to hear what Irsay says about Deacon Jones.
Well, here's a follow-up on people are saying, what about Barry Sanders? What about, Peyton Manning? Says, no doubt, Peyton, Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice in the top 10.
Jerry Rice.
And this is about Elway now. He said, it's just that Elway did not have great offensive players around him until the end when he won 2 in a row, and his feet were remarkable from baseball talents.
Okay. I don't mind Elway over Manning. It's just curious.
Third ever?
It's just curious that he would put that.
You own the Colts. Peyton Manning was a great player for your franchise, a Hall of Famer, no doubt, an absolute Hall of Famer. No one ever questioned that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And you put Elway, who, by the way, snubbed the Colts. Didn't he snub them and go to the Broncos?
I think Jake, I don't know that for sure.
I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
He was supposed to go to the Colts and said, "I'm not going," and then the Broncos got him. There's a trade, so
that's curious,
ridiculous.
Unless he, what he would would tell you is, I'm just being honest here. You want my top 5 players. It's not the top 5 most desirable players or my top 5 that I'm closest to. These are the guys I think are the
Deacon
best.
Jones.
We're gonna have to, Bill. We're gonna have to look.
Well, remember Deacon Jones was on the Brady Bunch.
That's true.
He was on the Brady Bunch.
He
was on the Brady Bunch.
He made a cameo.
Yeah, and he was with the unbelievable. He played with Merlin Olsen.
Yes,
who also was on Little House on the Prairie for many years. Yes, I knew. Well, I got to know the Olsen family pretty well because Merlin played at Utah State.
Really?
Yes, that's where Merlin.
So he was
played.
around.
That's around. Yeah,
he come around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And his brother would be around, but just
a big bear, isn't he?
Yeah, big bear, and he was on. We said I think he was like 10 years in Little House on the Prairie.
Yep.
Yeah.
We never got to see Jim Brown play at all, right? Anybody? When did he stop playing?
I don't know.
Was anybody alive here when he was playing football at all?
I'll figure that.
He was 87 years old when he passed away.
Obviously, he was a NFL trendsetter.
Brutish back.
Yes.
Brutish running back.
So extremely talented. Everything about him. He retired early to go to be an actor. Did you guys know that?
Jim Brown. I did not know that.
Jim Brown retired early to go be.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
Was an American. This is according to Wikipedia. Jim Brown was an American football fullback, civil rights activist, and actor. That's exactly right. His last season, last season, and he didn't play. Yeah, you're right. He didn't play a long season.
Like 6-7 years.
He didn't have a long career. Yeah. 65. So Bill was alive. I was not. 57.
Come on.
57. He only played from 1957 to 1965. Averaged 104 yards rushing a game. He had some monster seasons. 1963, he rushed for 1,863 yards, 6.4 yards an attempt. That's a season.
Corey's with us. Corey Lincoln, our Corey says, Jake, you've never seen a Jim Brown movie before? The Dirty Dozen? No, I've never seen it. I've never heard of the Dirty Dozen before.
You ever heard of Dirty Dozen?
No.
Oh.
Have you seen Dirty Dozen?
Absolutely.
I have not seen it.
Was he good as an actor?
Yes. He was a legit actor.
What year did the Dirty Dozen come out? 1970?
Okay. I'm with you on this. I'll get you. The Dirty Dozen.
There's some movies from the way back
1967.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, I have seen like The Good, the Bad, the Ugly from that time frame. That was a great movie.
The Dirty Dozen was 1967 with Lee Marvin, Charles Bronson, Ernest Borgnine, Donald Sutherland. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yes.
That's a pretty good cast.
How could be with Ernest Borgnine? That'd be so much fun.
You like that?
Ernest, how you doing this morning? Let's film this thing.
Telly Savalas also in the Dirty Dozen. Telly Savalas.
I never saw it. I've never heard of it.
Kojak. Is Kojak.
Kojak. Yeah, my dad's favorite show.
Yeah, it's a great show.
I guess.
Joe in Boulder says, I need to see that movie. It's a great movie.
It was probably
The Dirty Dozen.
It was Kojak. That was before Starsky and Hutch, right?
It was right in that time frame. Okay, right in that time frame.
Remember the car they drove in Starsky and Hutch, the red and white?
Sweet.
Oh, sweet ride. Yeah, it was amazing.
Starsky and Hutch was pretty amazing.
Yeah, the shows back, like I said, was
better times.
Different times.
Better
that and the Love Boat.
Time.
And we're going to have an update on Friday about the cruise.
Okay.
We are?
We'll do that.
Yeah.
I need to hear back from my people. We'll have an update by Friday.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
When we come back, Bills, Thrills, Bugaboo Tuesday, and Song of the Day next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Look at your car. It's filthy and there's a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system or begging for The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
If you're interested in installing solar panels in Nebraska, there's a name you need to know. Solar by Alpine Electric is based out of Lincoln, and you can be sure your project will live with care and detail. The owner of Solar by Alpine Electric will be involved in the entire process from start to finish. We're an REC Solar Certified Pro installer and handle jobs in Lincoln and the surrounding area. Let us show you real-time results in your area. Call Rick today at 402-440-4371. Solar by Alpine Electric.
Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new Keenan Tiva brand sandals for hiking and Olukai sandals for sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dudes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66 and Q in Lincoln.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. Here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Some kids worry about making the sports team. Others worry about where they'll sleep tonight. In Lincoln, 300 kids are in need of a safe and loving home. Cedars is here for them, but we do need your help. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln's kids today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Partly sunny skies developing by this afternoon. It will be seasonably warm with a high of around 83. Southeast winds at around 10 to 20. Overnight mainly clear, low down to around 57. Touch on the warm side tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds late with a high up to around 86. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400. Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or 5th.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
It's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
You love the Bash's sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a big tough? If you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jay's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 937 The Ticket.
Once again, your song of the day, I'm Your Boogeyman by Casey and the Sunshine Band from 1976. 464-568-51 is bad. 10 is good. Texture rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
You were right.
I told you before the show, there's no way you dislike the song of the day today. No chance.
Casey, you went to 70s. Nice play.
2 days in a row.
Yeah, nice job.
Bad company yesterday.
I've come to the conclusion that you just need to stay in the 70s. Just say screw it.
Yes.
All right. You don't have
Casey
to.
and the Sunshine Band. Oh,
just don't.
epic.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do the thing. Here.
Bill is singing.
Get Down Tonight.
Yeah.
You like that one?
Yes.
Get down on it.
That's the way.
I like it.
Shake your booty. Shake your booty.
Yes. Yes.
Boogie shoes.
Boogie
I'm gonna
shoes.
put on my
boogie shoes.
and boogie with you. Yeah.
Yes.
Keep It Coming, Love. Good.
Yes.
Keep It Coming, Love. Please Don't Go as a ballad. Kind of an odd departure for. It was an odd departure for Casey and the Sunshine Band. That's the way we covered that one. Please Don't Go, another ballad that was kind of
Don't
odd.
know that one.
All right, but no, this was Jake. I don't think that's their best one.
It's not, but I have
It's
played.
close,
I have played
though.
other songs
Yeah,
before by them.
You've played Shake Your Booty.
I have, and Boogie Shoes. I played that one for sure.
Did you?
Yep.
Get Down Tonight's good.
Played that one for sure.
And this one again was called Jake.
I'm Your Boogeyman.
Yeah.
From 1976.
It's a high score. I mean, I'm going to go 9 point.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, come on. You know how much I like them. 9.116.
Where'd you go, Bill?
So Chris Buchholz had a Huffy bike. It was yellow.
Nice. God, that's
and
good.
on the Huffy bike,
Yellow and black.
On the Huffy bike, he installed a basket. And he installed a basket, and it was
On the back or front?
On the front.
Okay.
We installed it on the front, and it was carpeted, so we could ride around and listen to his portable 8-track player. It was carpeted, so it would bounce, so it wouldn't like it was like a buffer
tied in there.
Yeah. So we'd strap it in, and we'd just cruise around Pender on our bikes, and we'd listen to the 8-track.
That was beautiful sight.
Just to see us coming through, just a bunch of just a young age, just rocking. And this would be one of the. We'd have Casey and the Sunshine Band be one of the 8.
I'm
this
Boogie Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, just think about
That's a great.
Be it
song,
early
Jake.
morning, late afternoon,
Or at midnight. It's never too soon.
I mean, it's artistic. I mean, it's. What'd you give it for a score?
9116.
911. I'm going 9224.
All right. Okay, we're both in the 9s. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's
What'd
go.
you give it? What'd you give it?
922946. I think. People got to keep track of this. And always
can't
9
remember.
seconds ago, you already forgot.
Yeah,
Please write it down
Please write
next.
that
He's
down.
on a 5-second retainer here.
Please,
Come on.
please write that down. Also, if you remember seeing me in Chris Buchholz, he had that beautiful Huffy bike.
The yellow Huffy had to be
Yeah.
yellow and black.
Yeah, it was. And then just how he built the basket, because back then we'd be like, you have a basket on your 10-speed, not cool. Yeah, it was. Because we had music.
Nice.
Yes, it was outstanding.
That's beautiful.
Some ratings. We got. They're not very high on this one.
Okay.
Frankly. Rod says a 7. Harper's dad a 2. Kyle 8.25. So good start here. But then it goes down. Joe and Boulder 9.2. John in Des Moines says a fun song, also a bad song, a 3.
John is one of our staples.
Notorious B.I.B. 3.2. Mike in Dalton. It's north of Sydney, Nebraska. It's a 6 from him. James and Lincoln a 2. Leroy a 4. Jennifer 7. Hubby 4.8. Hubby not into that.
We took some shots.
Yeah.
We took some shots.
Corey and
here.
Lincoln a 6. That's okay
Yeah.
for him. He's critical. Nyla a solid 7. 7.8 from the Sandmaster. Sanderson says 5.3.
Sanderson.
Never heard it before. I don't believe that. I think he might be joking with that.
Sanderson.
He's not your guys' age.
We've remarked about Sanderson. He has incredible hair.
He does. Oh
Yes.
yeah, his hair is amazing.
His hair might be better than yours.
Really? I should go
It'd
no
be a
hat
competition. It'd be a good
sometime.
competition.
I
between
should
you
go
two.
no hat maybe tomorrow, just so
show it
people
off.
can see my hair.
Take a shower in the morning.
Yes, like that.
And
I'm
come
very,
here.
I'm very hygienic. Yes.
Before we get to Bill's Thrills, 1 second, please.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Without further ado, it's time for Bill's Thrills on a Tuesday.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
is it gonna be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
It is a Tuesday, which means it's Bugaboo Tuesday for Bill on Bill's Thrills. Bill, the floor is yours.
If it's okay, text in, let me know. People talk about Taco Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind doing a twofer today on Bugaboos.
Oh boy!
Okay, that's fine.
If it's been cleared by you guys,
it's clear.
It's clear. That's how we have two. So the first one,
you flipped
is
it
going
over.
to be
He
the discontinuation of danger. The discontinuation of danger, and this goes back to the removal of lawn darts from the aisles for barbecue lawn games. You remember back in the 70s? I have it right here. I've got it right here. If I pull it up right there, there it is. That look at it.
Jake.
That's it. 1969. Take a look at the lawn darts. At that, what it look at the happiness right there.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's epic.
Jake,
It's
let me
epic.
see this.
Let me see the lawn
It's
darts.
epic.
Look at that girl. Look at that.
Yes, look at her. She's very excited.
She's euphoric.
So yeah, euphoric like that. So let's just get to it like that. So what they were was it was a version built in the late 60s, and it was at every yard game every place you went to, lawn darts came
100%.
out, and it were used in lieu of, because it was like a portable type easy situation to have to build an entire horseshoe pit.
Right.
It was a way to have horseshoes. Now they were heavy metal ends with sharp daggers in them.
They had to go in,
and you could throw them like 50 yards for fun and in the air. So they got discontinued just because multiple deaths and mangling of people. People took the jart to the chest, to the head. Disconfigurations happen. So that is just disturbing that people don't understand how great it was when the lawn darts came out.
Grandpa had them. Grandpa had them.
Yeah, when they came out at every single barbecue. Get the lawn darts out. Yep. They always had them out, and the adults would play it, and then when they would be done, the kids would grab them and just start slinging them and see how high they could throw them. And it was a torture pit. It was unbelievable. So the discontinuation. So if you look
you don't find them.
So if you pull up lawn darts now, you know what they have? They have the lawn darts with a bean bag on the end of them.
Oh God!
These were a jagged spear. These were a jagged spear.
Jake would have liked long darts. He understood.
And parents would play it.
Lame.
They'd be so.
Where's the danger?
Where's the danger at?
Where's the dagger?
Live on the edge.
How about this one, Sip? When they came out, you were well instructed. Hey! Those are dangerous, kids.
Pretty much.
You were told.
Pretty much. But
throw at the head.
My grandpa would just have the course ready.
You got there. Were set
when
up.
he got there was set up.
They were set up.
Yeah.
And so they played them every time, and he knew right away. Hey, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. But there was never a parent saying like, "Yeah, we shouldn't even do this, guys. This isn't smart." The only reason they got no. Everyone kept.
I never
playing.
heard from that.
No, they got discontinued by other people, by companies like that. It wasn't a stand by the people.
100%, Bill. And when do you think they got discontinued? In the 80s?
Probably 80s. Probably
late 80s.
Late 80s, I would imagine. They were everywhere. Everything you went to at that era had lawn darts, and that's missing. That's one.
That's
two.
That's
here's the bonus one. It could fall into parenting tips, but it's still my bugaboo. I don't think kids now are even remotely taught or understand any fashion of how to get a semi to honk.
Oh, yeah.
When you see a semi when they went by, you couldn't wait to give them this one right there. Yep. I don't see that anymore. I don't know if youth
that's on the parents, isn't it?
It's on the parents
telling them to do that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a bugaboo of mine that I don't see kids. I mean, I would like if you're driving down the interstate, right? When you drive your back car, I go window down, like third grade, window down, try to
come on.
And then if you got the you're like you were so fired up. If one came by and down Main Street, if the semi came, for every kid every kid was doing this.
Don't let us down.
We had a road by our house called Monastery Road. We would go just walk down there
just to get the honk.
We just walk down there and stand there.
Yeah, so you do. Yeah, that's what you do it for.
And guys would do it. Most trucks would do it.
They would. Oh yeah, they'd fire it back right away. Imagine
if some guys would really do it.
They really do. Imagine if you're a trucker, you're just coming through Columbus, just a bunch of kids, they're giving you this one.
Like,
I mean, you're laying on that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
there's some guys who just go, meh, meh, and then there's some guys who go, meh.
Oh yeah, they see
And
you
so
coming
everywhere in between.
and then the ones that shoot you the one as they're already past you, and they fire one more off, just like you're like. That's a dude. That's a
guy.
dude.
I love that guy.
I don't see that. I mean, you said you went down the streets. It's like, what are you gonna do?
We walked down a few blocks.
Let's
to
see if
do
we can
it.
get the semis to honk at us.
Yeah,
in the back of your car, you would do. I remember being in the back seat of a car after we passed him, just giving, hoping to get him. Yeah.
Sometimes they just go.
Do it again.
Thomas says that my 10 and 13-year-old boys love trying to get the trucks to honk. So
Nice.
we got some still. Some.
I would like to. This is something that needs to be addressed this summer. Get your kids out there.
Get them honking.
Get them someplace
honking.
they get a chance to get them. I tell you one thing. And when you get the honk, how excited are you?
You're
pumped.
You're high five. You're hugging.
It was probably like it was probably like the modern day equivalent is getting a text problem. You get the blue light. Back then it was that you get a little adrenaline rush.
Oh,
that's what it was.
It was a rush.
You got a rush.
So two things: the discontinuation of danger.
Yeah, I'm going to add one thing. Mike Reiser, shout out to one of my boyhood friends. On that Monastery Road, he would always tell me there were flying fish, and it took me until I was in my 20s that I didn't believe there were flying fish. There wasn't flying fish. He said, that's a flying fish. That we'd see it on Monastery Road. And I thought, oh yeah, there's really flying fish. That's really
in your 20s.
There's Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty at Mid Plains Advisory. Top of the hour.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This could be over making local decisions, local organizations, and helping local business. We are dedicated to serving and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative, from an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Nebraska's favorite vape shop.
Generation V.
Providing family personalized service and the largest selection of vaporizers and e-liquid flavors in the state.
Generation V.
Generation V will beat or match any local competitor's price. Huge selection, great service, and the lowest prices. Generation V is your one-stop shop for all your vaping needs.
Generation V.
With 4 Lincoln locations. Visit us on the web at generationv.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
If you struggle with pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. You can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reduce downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
There's never been a better time to earn more on your checking account. Open a free Kasasa cash checking account with Liberty First Credit Union and earn up to 5.5% APY for up to $40,000. It's simple. Open your Kasasa cash checking account online or stop into any of the 4 Lincoln locations or the Omaha branches. Liberty First makes switching easy, and Kasasa checking is always free. See libertyfirstcu.com details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Some kids worry about making the sports team. Others worry about where they'll sleep tonight. In Lincoln, 300 kids are in need of a safe and loving home. Cedars is here for them, but we do need your help. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Giving Day, your gift goes even further. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincoln.com and make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln's kids today.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers, ready mix concrete, Husker concrete, and concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Partly sunny skies developing by this afternoon. It will be seasonably warm with a high of around 83. Southeast winds at around 10 to 20. Overnight mainly clear, low down to around 57. Touch on the warm side tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds late with a high up to around 86. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So
this is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by Midwest Bank. Member FDIC, located at 27th and Jamie Lane in Lincoln, just down by Yankee Hill. New location is coming to 70th and Pioneers later this year. Member FDIC, Midwest Bank. Okay, you got some response from the text line. Corey in Lincoln is back. Now, he's from Columbus.
Okay.
Sip is here. He says, flying fish on Monastery Road. How I can't imagine how that could be even remotely plausible, even to a kid. Are they flying out of a canal powerhouse?
No, Lake North. Lake North.
Yeah.
Lake North.
To the lake for you,
Corey. I think if you took Lake North, just headed north, you'd almost get there. And what his thing was, Mike Reiser. Corey, you might know the Reiser family. Several kids lived across the street from us. Mike maintained that those fish came down from Lake North. I don't know. There was one that looked like one for sure. I can still see it. I can still see it.
Like a carp?
It was just a little fish. I mean, I thought it looked like a little fish with wings. And he said,
you were how old now?
Well, at that
in
point,
his 20s.
Well, no, at that point I was 7. Yeah. But I believed probably well into my life that there must be flying fish.
Is there anyone that can get us
some
lawn darts?
Texter is 464-5685. Do you have any lawn darts we can use?
Somebody probably has someplace they know somebody in a garage. There's lawn darts. They haven't been touched in like 25 years, 30 years.
They got to be out there. They have
it's
to.
Possible.
Yeah, it'd be epic to have lawn darts.
Now I don't know.
We'll wait on that.
I was as wild with lawn darts as Bill was. Bill said he would start chucking them like footballs.
But how high they would go.
I don't remember doing that.
We did that.
Yeah, maybe I did. I just
that
don't
happened.
Remember. Yeah, there's a lot that happened in my childhood, and one reason I like
you survived it though.
Jake, have you ever got a semi to honk?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was as a kid I did that.
Well, you got that main
fun.
street in Beatrice.
I did it like the other day too.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've done it in the last month.
I did it like I did it last week.
Yeah,
absolutely. I said, let's just do it for the hell of it, and he did it. And he did. I said, yes, all right, we're back. I'm still young. I can still do this.
So please,
yeah, I do the semi.
Teach your kids.
464-5685. Call or text as always. So we saw this article, this long story from Pete Thamel the other day regarding the situation that Tony Petitti has walked into the Big Ten. There's a situation.
This could get a little rough in the room. But go ahead.
There is a situation regarding what Kevin Warren left the conference in for Tony Petitti to take over here. Now, per Pete Thamel, it's pointed out that Petitti had 4 immediate priorities to resolve, including integrating USC and UCLA into the league, new media rights for the college football playoff, NIL going forward for the conference, and to complete the massive TV contract negotiated by Kevin Warren. We heard about the 7-year contract worth $7 billion. The problem is that's not like all done. And there's some money that is not a lot of money that's owed to the conferences or the schools that is problematic right now.
There's some bottom lines in this. Warren promised NBC the 2026 Big Ten title game and full autonomy to schedule November night games. The problem is Fox was like, wait a second. We have the title game. Now he did this it was a matter of poor communication. And then as far as the November night games, there's 3 fairly prominent schools in the league that say, wait a second, we don't want to do this.
It's been forever. The Big Ten isn't playing November night games.
Penn State, Michigan, and Ohio State. He didn't have communication. He didn't communicate with the schools. This is the way he handled COVID too. I know. I did a lot of reporting during that time, and Nebraska was always perplexed by the lack of communication from the Big Ten office. They were just like, we're not getting any guidance here. We just don't get any. So we're trying to kind of float on our own here. And it looks like he did this again. Now, this is, to me, when I read this stuff, this is fireable, and I think he got fired. I mean, Dennis Dodd said he didn't have a choice to come back or not. Commissioners don't get fired, and they don't just stay in a job for 3 years. It was fishy to me, the whole thing. It was, and you guys, by the way, very supportive of Warren. Double team me one day. Oh, Warren was a great commissioner, Sip. Come on.
Hold it. You have me on record as saying Warren was a great commissioner.
You guys both said one day. I was taken aback completely.
We said he wasn't horrible, is what we said.
Oh, I think it was.
No. Don't say we. I'd never say it was great.
I was a total double team. Now I'm used to double teams because I'm a good player.
Great.
But I get double teamed a lot. I mean, I
dribbled into double team. That's what happened. That's why you got. It was by mistake.
I'm the man, so I get double team. I get it, but that day you guys were. Come on, Sip. I mean, Warren was a really good commissioner.
I don't think I'd like to hear that.
We said he wasn't horrible.
Yes, he did some things that were favorable.
Sure, this was fireable.
I hate the no comment because they've reached out to Warren several times, and then he won't respond. I'm like, if you're in charge of the Big Ten, you should have to respond even when you leave. You should have to make some sort of a statement.
Yeah.
When like that, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I caused a complete. I left the thing in a complete meltdown, and I don't have to respond about it.
Well, let's address the meltdown. What's happening here? Again, I'm just going to the bottom line because this story's a couple days old. Warren, by these missteps, could potentially cost Big Ten schools a combined $70 million. That's $5 million a piece. That's $5 million a piece. That's fireable. That's how you get fired.
How do you
cost an institution $5 million?
They owe $40 million to the Fox.
Yeah.
Right.
I want you to just think about the championship game. Well, who has it? I don't know. Talk to NBC or Fox. Somebody's got it. I don't know. Dude. I mean, that's like
hold on. What?
That's a major deal. That's a major deal, especially because that product of the championship game is going to go berserk. Because now, again, it's going to be the 1 and 2 team of 16. So the teams in the championship game every year are fighting for playoff seedings, wherever they're going to be. Like I said, this year would have been Ohio State and Michigan playing again, like that, or a Penn State gets in there. Whatever. But my point is, you're going to have epic games.
Prestige.
Now, when there's nowhere with the East-West, it's going to be the two best. Now it can be 2 West teams that were formerly West teams. So it could be Nebraska, Minnesota in the championship game if they finish 1-2, which is still, if they're 1-2, will be really good TV.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna. So that has changed. The Big Ten championship game, yawner. Have you watched the last few years?
Blowouts.
Have you even watched them? I mean, they haven't.
Not a lot. Not.
I
watched Michigan, Iowa until it was apparent that
it was 40-3 final score.
Right.
In that
Yeah.
one. Blowout. Never a game.
Yeah. So
Last
anyway,
year against Purdue, Michigan also not as
Pretty-
bad of a blowout,
not
but
too
still
bad. Purdue hung in it for a little bit.
for a little bit.
Yeah, I remember when I was in the SEC championship game against Georgia, we followed the crap out of the Big Ten game because Wisconsin was ahead for a long time of Ohio State, and it being a close game. Well, it changed the seeding, is what it did, and so it ended up obviously locking us into the 1 seed for us, and it made Oklahoma be the 4 seed. That was a big thing for us.
This a few more specifics about this situation. What's happened is Warren delivered NBC the Big Ten football title game in 2026 without full authority to do so.
That's kind of a big deal.
I love that. Are you all qualified to make that decision? No, I'm not. But I did. Yes, but I did.
Without authority.
I mean, this is really
changed the network.
This is all sort of startling.
I don't understand how it could be. It has to be something, obviously, it's settled in corporate. But if Fox has it and it's in a contract that was pre-existing, that has to override it, doesn't it? I mean, that would be a great question for your dad.
It is complicated. So you're asking essentially, how could Warren deliver the NBC a title game without full authority? Well, as awfulannouncing.com points out, and as Pete Thamel points out, the conference TV rights are actually held by the Big Ten Network, not the Big Ten.
Yeah.
The Big Ten Network through the 2030 season. So it's this all gets a little convoluted. But the thing and that's another thing that's odd about this. Most people did not know that the BTN holds the rights. It's not the conference, it's the network. And that was never, it came to light accidentally, basically. That's no indictment on Warren. Warren, as I see it, was a terrible communicator during COVID, and this sort of backs that. He just wasn't he just didn't communicate well. And I can tell you during COVID, he had a lot of problems with ADs and coaches, just lack of communication. And then now this is where we disagree, me and you, Bill, which is fine. I just thought he handled it poorly. I mean, the SEC was playing, the Big Ten was talking about not playing at all.
Hold it. What is this? You disagree? When did I ever say it was brilliant the Big Ten wasn't going to play?
Well, but
I've never once said that. That's never, ever,
your
ever.
contention was, well, Sip, come on. It was a first-time thing. It was hard to handle. It was handled well by other people.
That is true.
Yeah, but it was hard. It was handled better by other people. I mean, that's where I'm coming from.
They did play football that year.
I was watching games in my office at Kyle Field where there's a packed stadium. All right. And when the Big Ten wasn't playing. I mean, I was watching games in Gainesville, Florida in September, and the Big Ten wasn't playing.
It was packed stadium.
It was Kyle Field. That I'll never forget that day. It wasn't supposed to be, but there was a lot of people in that stadium.
That's when they beat Florida. And then Dan Mullen came out and said, next week we're packing the swamp, and everybody's like, easy. We're in the middle of we're in a pandemic.
Bill's exactly right. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, it was a little obtuse at the time.
It's like, I don't think you want to say that. That got countered back. And then probably another reason why maybe that he's not coaching anymore. Trust me, that would be part of it.
And then he didn't win.
Yeah,
he was 500.
Pretty solid coach. He's had a bad ending there.
Yeah.
500. I think they're 500 in his last.
Well, and then also he said that don't worry about recruiting, and we'll do that during recruiting time. When people ask me recruiting questions, I don't do that. Yeah, it's usually kind of important.
Anyway, yeah, that was I'll never forget those Saturdays where Nebraska wasn't playing. We didn't know if the Big Ten was going to play at all, and they're playing in the SEC, playing games with a lot of people in the stands. No, Kyle Field, it wasn't 100%.
Yeah, it was not packed.
It was amazing.
There was quite a
70,000 people there. I mean,
trying to be separated. From
Doors
each
may
other
have
as
been
much
left
as possible,
open in some. Hey, 21C is open. Just saying.
You hear that? 21C.
21C is
Come on
open.
in.
Yeah,
come on in.
It was hand. I mean, it was. Don't get me started, please.
So this means that Tony Petitti has a lot of stuff still to deal with.
Well, he's
doing some horse trading right now with NBC, is what Pete Thamel said, for network stuff.
I'm sure it's a bit of a
trading.
headache handling the granular details that were left undone by the departing commissioner.
That's a big thing. NBC, you want it? It's yours. Take it.
Fox, wait a second. Wait a second. We have a deal.
Do you have the authority at all to do that? I do not. I do not have the authority to do that.
Very interesting.
Yeah, Pete Thamel says there was so much looming when Petitti took over. It's just been a sprint to figure out how to get this done with the season 3 months away. Again, 100 days away from Nebraska, Minnesota today.
Well, that's part of the
100 days.
Yeah.
And you have TV stuff still in flux.
I'm going to say this: so the games will be on TV, and there'll be money will be made.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah. What is your opinion on the night games in November?
I don't think if it's the right game, it's pretty electric. I'm trying to think, when was it Halloween or was it in November? I remember playing a night game. Nebraska played about 92, 93, something like that.
Colorado
beat Colorado.
Bludgeoned them.
Just bludgeoned them. That's a night game.
Yeah.
That was a cool setting. That night was unreal. So I don't think that's that big. I honestly think it's when the Big Ten was like, we will not play night games in November. Because here's the deal. Okay, so we played last year at Michigan, right?
Yes.
You guys watched the game.
Yeah, we did. We watched that game.
Yes, I was
from the second quarter on. What was it?
Misty, cold.
Just dark.
Yeah,
it was dark. It was completely. The second half was completely dark.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like, well, no, it was dark.
Mm-hmm.
It was East Coast time. I mean, it's like it literally when you went out for warm-ups, it's like it's going to be darker in about 30 minutes. And that was at 3:30 kickoff. It's dark.
I think of that as a night game.
Exactly. So my point is, so that's not that big of a deal.
It wasn't a night game, but
I think the biggest part was it just wasn't communicated. But it said, hey, listen, right now, can you imagine for the TV ratings? What's the NFL done? We're going to flex you to Thursday if we have to get better TV, and they're paying a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me you wouldn't want to have a night game in at Nebraska November 3rd. If it's a great game,
yeah.
If it's just a random, maybe like that. Hey, we're gonna play
Indiana.
You're gonna play a 3 and 7 Indiana at night. No, I don't see it.
But if it's Michigan,
if it's a big game or something like that later on, I think it's good.
What Trev Alberts said last night on his radio show regarding the November primetime games on NBC, that's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
There's some Big Ten schools that don't want to do it. They're not happy that Warren ramrodded it through without talking to him.
Just communication.
Yeah. What Trev Alberts said, I can only tell you from a university standpoint, as this is a part of our history and DNA, we've built our brand on being willing to play prime time games against great opponents. So if you're asking Nebraska, will we be willing to play prime time games in November? I've got my hand up every day, twice on Saturday. He's fine with
He's down with it.
Same as I'd be the same as me. Absolutely.
Play it.
Yeah, play it. You don't want to not play a game because again, if it's going to be a prime time in November, it's going to be a big game.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get any sort of ESPN or ABC, whoever's going to carry this game. I don't see the Big Ten Network all of a sudden The prime is gonna be November 14th, like that, and it's Rutgers in Maryland.
You don't, and the cold doesn't bother you, obviously.
No, cold is cold. No. Matter of fact, in Nebraska it'd be better because the odds are that wind goes down at night. So it's usually much colder in the day. Just having wind chill would be way different. Would you not stand in the cord? That would help me a lot.
There's your update on where things stand with Tony Petitti taking over for Kevin Warren and the mess he has to clean up.
I think
100 days to kick.
If I'm him, I'm liking this. If I'm Petitti, I'm like, all right, I can come into this thing. I can make them.
I'll save
I
the day.
can say they make myself look really good here. I make myself like that, and no one right now is going like, we got to have Warren back. We got to get him back.
You're not hearing that.
No one's saying. No one's clamoring for him.
So he's not. He didn't like you following a legend. Imagine right now like that. Everybody says it'll be really cool. It really won't be cool, except for the money. Whoever places Saban at Alabama, you don't want that one, but you want the money. But so it's like,
no, you're right.
He's in a good spot.
Yeah, he is. Tony Petitti. Yeah, he's just got to clean up a mess here.
Reminder, if you want solar by Alpine Electric, call Rick today, 402-440-4371 in and around Lincoln. Solar by Alpine Electric. When we come back, we're going to talk to Jim Blue, the CEO and president of Cedars, about tomorrow's Give to Lincoln Day, next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell to save you money, and you can buy anything from a bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and we are celebrating a record sales month in April, and we're going to let it roll and crank up in the month of May. We have some big discounts and special interest rates going on this month on selected new in-stock Sierras and Silverados. Buy a new Silverado or Sierra, get $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. You heard right, $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. We have outstanding specials on all of our new and pre-owned GM certified units. So stop on in and see us or check us out online at cobblecars.com. You'll be glad you did. New discount must trade in and finance with Roof Credit.
Finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. You were so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and countless dollars in damages when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's today for a free sump pump estimate for your home.
435-5555. John Henry Plumbing.
Attention Lincoln. Looking for an effective way to reach the fitness goals you haven't been able to accomplish on your own? Body Fit Training Science Programming is led by multiple highly accredited coaches who will help you get the results you're capable of. Their group of strength training classes are designed to help you build muscle, burn fat, and improve your overall fitness level. At BFT Lincoln, you'll train like an athlete and be surrounded by motivated and like-minded individuals. For May only, get 1 week of classes for just $7 by visiting bodyfittraining.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Partly sunny skies developing by this afternoon. It will be seasonably warm with a high of around 3. Southeast winds at around 10 to 20. Overnight mainly clear, low down to around 57. Touch on the warm side tomorrow, a mix of clouds late with a high up to around 86. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and the.com.
Kids worry about making the sports team. Others worry about where they'll sleep tonight. In Lincoln, 300 kids are in need of a safe and loving home. Cedars is here for them, but we do need your help. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln's kids today.
This
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you have listened to this station over the last month, you have heard us on our shows, the PSAs, the commercials, talking about Give to Lincoln Day, which is tomorrow. Again, we will be out on the front porch of Cedars at 6601 Pioneers from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. This show begins the day all the way to old school to end the day. We're joined now on the phone by the president and CEO of Cedars, Jim Blue. Jim, good morning. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you coming on the show. We'll get to Give to Lincoln Day in a second, but before that, for those who do not know what Cedars is and what it's all about, can you tell our listeners the mission of Cedars and what you guys accomplish in this city?
You bet. Thank you. And thank you very much for all of your help this year. We're really looking forward to bringing a lot of community support to the kids. The Cedars organization is really a grassroots organization. We've been around since the 1940s in Lincoln, helping kids who are in sometimes really scary situations. Probably our mainstay is providing a safe place for kids to be when they can't be at home with their family. We have a whole range of programs of emergency shelter, and foster care is really important because that's as close to a family as you can get. Maybe 300 kids tonight. We'll see what happens throughout the day today. Maybe 300 kids will be staying with the Cedars organization because they can't be at home tonight. But another 1,000 kids we will be serving with their families in their family homes, trying to work with them to be strong and together so they never have to experience the trauma of being separated from their parents' care. So really an organization that does a lot of great work, and I'm very proud to be part of it, and I'm very appreciative to the Ticket's help.
In terms of tomorrow, Give to Lincoln Day, Jim, what is it accomplished for Cedars, and what is the story behind Give to Lincoln Day in general to begin with?
Well, to begin with, the Give to Lincoln Day is a wonderful initiative of the Lincoln Community Foundation. We are so appreciative to our friends there for not just about Cedars and the kids in our care, but Give to Lincoln Day to the Lincoln Community Foundation has become an incredibly important fundraising venture for so many wonderful nonprofits in town, whether it's Matt Talbot Kitchen or KZUM. Just a whole range of organizations have really bought into what the Lincoln Community Foundation is doing, and any donated dollars through that then are access to a matching fund that the Lincoln Community Foundation has. So contributions are accelerated because of that match. So it's really wonderful. Specifically this year at Cedars, 100% of the proceeds are going to a really important new initiative of ours. We are really focused on doing the best we can with our responsibility in really the state of Nebraska, but particularly Lincoln. And we are seeing more and more pregnant and parenting teenagers who are homeless, who don't have a family, who are out on their own. And we don't have a lot of resources. And if the Cedars organization doesn't have a lot of resources to provide a safe place for these very young families, pregnant parenting teenagers, to say, then they don't exist. And the fact is, it doesn't exist in the state. So we're going to build the Carriage House starting this summer. It will be an innovative program where we're going to help pregnant and parenting teenagers who are homeless and prepare them over a short period of time to safely and successfully move into apartments in the community, maybe back home, we don't know. But when these kids graduate from the Carriage House after 2 to 3 months, they're going to be prepared to make it on their own, take care of that new life. And so we're really excited about it. And 100% of the proceeds of Give to Lincoln Day coming to Cedars organization will go to make the Carriage House a reality.
Jim Blue, the president of Cedars. We're going to be at Cedars tomorrow from 6A to 6P. I think people always get curious about, in terms of donations, is there an amount that's too much, too little? It's really anything, right? Tomorrow, Jim, you're happy with any dollar you get from anybody that contributes on givetolincoln.com.
Absolutely. So we have two kind of overarching interests here with this Give to Lincoln Day experience. One, of course, is to get as many financial resources as we can to the Carriage House so that we can begin to get some of these homeless pregnant parenting teens off of our waiting list and get them help to the Carriage House. But also, we're about the community, and we really want to focus on increasing the number of supporters. So whether that's a $5 gift or a $5,000 gift, it's wonderful, and we are so appreciative. Anything will help.
In terms of navigating the website, pretty simple. You go to givetolincoln.com. If you want to select Cedars, there's just a drop-down menu. How do people access this, Jim?
Well, if you want to do it the most simple way, it's Give to Lincoln Day, and that website will come right up. You are correct. There's a drop-down menu. You can also be really precise and go to Give to Lincoln Day in Cedars, and I think Cedars will come up immediately, but it's so easy. But I also want people to drop by Cedars tomorrow. We're going to have a big party in front with you folks there on the front porch, and we will be greeting friends from the community all day long who are interested in supporting kids, particularly the kids who will benefit from the Carriage House initiative for the pregnant teenagers.
That is 6A to 6P all day tomorrow, 12 hours at Cedars for Give to Lincoln Day. Jim, we will look forward to seeing you out there. We appreciate your time this morning, and we will see you for 12 hours tomorrow.
You guys are great. Thank you very much.
That's Jim Blue, the president and CEO of Cedars, again tomorrow, 6A to 6P. GiveToLincoln.com. for Give to Lincoln Day, your way to your that's how you can donate to Lincoln and to Cedars.
Okay, that's happy we're doing that tomorrow.
Bill's first time on location.
This is my first
live remote,
which is I live very close to that, so
it's really cool. I mean, it's seriously it's a front porch. Like,
yes.
You feel like you're out in the country there.
I went by the other day. I evaluated their spot.
Did you?
I checked it out. Yeah, we'll be right there.
Did some reconnaissance.
But I'd like to see also, people can just pull up with cash, right?
Yeah, they can. I think they have a little drop box out there.
Let's see if we can get some. I mean, I see a semi come by.
We hope that you just stop by. Like
Yeah.
I said, it's gonna be a part. They're gonna have food out there. There's gonna be people out there to hang out with you.
And there will be a drop box.
There will be a drop box.
And anything is fine. I mean, you don't have to come by with $100.
No, if you have $1, if you got
Right.
change, if you don't have a bunch of money, hey, anything is something.
They're
better
doing
than nothing.
They're doing incredibly important work daily out there, and I'm just happy we're going to help in any way we can.
Tomorrow from 6A to 6P, we'll be out. We'll kick things off from the front porch. We'll see the sun come up out there. It's the best part.
Yeah.
I told
How
Sip,
romantic.
Well, when we did a remote back in August of 2016, when our first year on the airwaves, we were in the rail yard. We were below the queue.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget how you got to see the sun come up over Pinnacle Bank Arena. It was awesome.
You remember that?
Come on, you remember that? You thought it was cool. Don't call me weird for that.
No, I'm not calling you weird.
It was very cool.
It was nice.
It was shining on the arena. It's like, wow.
It was very
This
beautiful.
is how you start the day right here. This is very neat.
It was a very fun time. Yeah. And we were concerned about parking tickets a little bit.
We were. I ran to plug my meter because I saw a guy come by, which I
Saw a
shouldn't have
guy.
because they don't check until like 8 or 8:30. So why
Right.
are we rushing over there? I have no idea.
All right, let's
But
do the game
best
show.
part about this, no, there's free parking at Cedars. There's
Nice.
nobody.
Free parking at Cedars.
Yeah, it's free parking.
So we just pull up and do our thing.
That's right.
Okay.
That's it. Tomorrow, 6 A to 6 P, 66th and Pioneers.
Nice.
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now. 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Yesterday, Carmelo Anthony retired, 19 years in the NBA.
I saw that.
There's a couple guys still playing. LeBron James is still playing from that draft. He might be the only one left, I guess.
From that draft class.
So we're going to do the 2003 NBA draft.
That's really random.
That's really random.
It's not. It's considered one of the best drafts of all time.
Okay.
This will not be difficult. I think we will get multiple questions correct for the
Ooh.
caller and for you guys.
Okay.
I feel good about this.
Okay.
We did win yesterday with someone that could name every golf course in Nebraska.
And
we
you
still
guys won the tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
Because Hastings, your guess, and Hastings' population was,
Yes.
you said 24 and 26, right in the middle was the right answer
Yes.
to do that. So
We were a 16 seed that beat a 1.
Yes.
it happens.
Yes.
It happens.
It does happen.
It does happen. All right, 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
As Bill said, a surprising 1-0 starts the week when the golf courses yesterday.
Still 1-0.
Today, 2003 NBA draft. You also don't feel great about this one. Maybe you'll surprise
not.
yourself again.
We don't know our overall record at this point.
Nope, Josh is gone. For the
We're
summer.
winning. We don't know this. We're winning.
Yeah, you guys are still definitely
Yeah,
above
above
500,
500,
and yesterday's win helped them. So, but not feeling good about 03 today.
I mean, I don't know. I'm open-minded on it.
Well, you know the drill. Josh is not here, so I have no producer. So if you can hear me on the phone, who do we have here? You're playing the game show today.
It's Elion.
Elion is back. Elion is back. How do you feel about the 03 NBA draft, Elion?
I feel amazing.
He feels amazing. He feels amazing. So,
Elion.
You have it pull your computer?
Oh, wow.
Just
Wow.
checking, making sure.
I'm in the car. I'm going to school.
All right, here
Going
we
to
go.
school. See, he's
Nice.
being smart.
Elion, thanks for calling.
All right, Bill's a lifeline for Sip for one question. Elion, first question goes to you. What center did the Pistons draft second overall in 2003 that turned into a massive bust?
Darko Milicic.
Darko Milicic is correct.
Ooh, didn't know that.
Yeah, we're
You'd had Darko?
We are one.
No.
We're praying for the tiebreaker.
Well, guess what? Elliot had it
We
right
are
away.
praying. Nice job.
Darko.
Milicic.
Okay.
Okay,
Second overall.
That's right. For the tie, here's your first question. Chris Bosh was drafted 4th overall by the Raptors in 2003.
Okay.
What school did he go to? Chris Bosh.
I realize that high of a draft pick.
4th overall. And he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer, Chris Bosh.
You're out, Bill. Chris Bosch, Marquette University.
I like that.
Elion, do you want Chris Bosch's school or not?
No.
Georgia Tech. He was a Yellow Jacket.
Really? The Rambling Wreck.
That's right.
Jake, that's not that hard. That was fair.
No,
that was
he was
fair.
there with Jarrett Jack.
That was fair. That was
Fourth
fair.
pick overall. You should know by school.
Okay, for the win, your last question. Elion, what shooting guard from Creighton did the Nets take 51st overall and traded to Sixers?
You said 51st?
Yep. From Creighton. From Creighton.
Really hard.
This is not hard. Not hard at all.
Really hard.
How many players get drafted from Creighton?
Really hard.
5 seconds, Elion.
Oh,
5, 4,
was it
3.
I'm sorry.
2.
He said a name.
What'd you say for a name, Elion?
I said, oh my God, is it
0?
I'm gonna give you a horns, Elion.
Isn't his name like Jack Dyke, something like that?
No.
Jack
No, it's not that. You're gonna pass or take this.
Hold on. This was what year?
2003.
He's currently on the NBA shows, right?
I don't know.
My God, that's a difficult one.
He's from Creighton.
I know.
He went to Creighton.
Shooting guard.
Yes. Successful NBA career for this guy.
Yeah.
Very successful.
Pass.
Kyle Korver.
Oh, you're right.
That should have been one you had.
You're
in the
right.
heartbeat.
You know,
That's
Kyle
an
Korver
easy
Overthought it.
Yeah.
We just overthought
easy
it.
one. Okay,
Jake, that was fair.
These are all fair so far. For the tie, your last question to force the
How did we not
tiebreaker.
get that, by the way?
Bills in play. Bills in play. What point guard from Kansas did the Bulls take 7th overall in 2003?
Oh, he's from Sioux City.
Oh,
I mean, the guy's from.
He might be
the
from
guy's
Sioux
from
City.
damn Sioux City.
What's
I can't
his
say his name.
name?
He had black hair, jet black hair, white guy from Sioux City. Come on, Bill, help me out.
These are good tidbits.
He's just 6'4".
Heinrich.
Got it.
Kirk Heinrich is correct. Oh, impossible game, huh? Impossible.
Hey, nice job.
All right.
Bill.
Couldn't get
Bill.
You
couldn't
couldn't
get Korver.
Yeah, that's bad.
But that is a good pull by you.
Elion, this goes to you because these guys set the number yesterday. So, Elion, you
We
set
got to
the
overtime.
over-under.
We got to overtime.
Elion, Chris Bosch played 13 NBA seasons with the Raptors and Heat. What was his career points per game in the regular season?
Regular season points per game. Uno.
I'll go 19.2.
Well,
put a good number.
He got it on
Brilliant.
the top. Here's the got it on the dot.
No way.
Yeah, 19.2 is exactly what it was. You got it.
That's crazy.
That's good, Elion. Congratulations. Good job.
That's a hell of a win. To get down the dot is amazing.
It's a tough loss.
Well
Great
done.
win.
We'll get you
Oh,
bagels. Thanks for
heartbreaking.
calling in and calling down the road, Elion. Nice win.
Thank you.
Hey, still undefeated, baby.
Good job, Elion.
You guys, he can't lose.
Oh,
Yeah.
he got us.
Yeah.
That's heartbreak.
I'm
That's
telling
crushing.
you, Chris Bosch was gettable, and Kyle Korver
It
was.
was.
Those are all 100%.
Jake, 100%.
I would not give you unfair
The
questions.
fact we didn't get Kyle Korver sort of
Yeah.
sad.
I'm not here to embarrass anybody. And say,
We
"Oh, come on."
overthought the Korver one.
Well, let's let me say, yeah, he's from Sioux City. Yep, he is from Sioux
Well,
City.
no,
You're right.
that's Henry.
I know.
That's Heinrich.
And
we
Bill got that.
We just completely completely thought ourselves out of Korver. I mean, of course it's Korver.
I was researching that 03, that Kansas team that was really good back then.
Yeah.
I mean, so Heinrich was from Sioux City, and Nick Collison was from Orange City. Iowa.
Really?
He's from Orange City. Nick Collison, the big guy.
Right.
And two good Iowa players.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Very odd. Then the Iowa
Very,
lost. Iowa lost
yeah,
those
he
guys.
did. Or Iowa State was good back then too.
Yeah.
Iowa State was a good program back in the early.
I don't know how you pulled
Larry
Heinrich.
Eustace.
That was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I never would have gotten that. I can remember
Kirk
him. I can
Heinrich.
see him. I can see
Jet
him.
black hair.
Yeah.
6'4",
From Sioux
white,
City.
Sioux City
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Yes, you got it right.
Anyway,
But you lost. Well, it was a good
Yeah.
performance, though. You could,
Nails
Hard
it.
loss.
what were going to be for the tiebreaker?
21-3. So we were close on that too.
I told him to go 18.
Yeah, you did. So we were close because
Yeah, I mean, you're right. We'll see.
split the difference. We
Yeah.
went 19.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But you lost.
Darn
1-1.
it.
Hey, that was a good
1-1.
performance. Don't feel bad about that. Don't feel bad.
We fought
Jake,
back.
what are we gonna do? I got a question. Do we reset the record again?
No.
Just
I don't know the last time Josh updated. I can ask him to see if he did it last week. Because if that's the case, I can just change it to one
Yeah.
more win, one more loss. That's easy. I'll ask him the last
Okay.
time he updated it.
I mean, we
Okay.
could just start it during the football season too.
But you got to count this time, though. You
Yeah,
can't
but
just
this
like
is
not
off season.
Yeah, but you can't just not count the record right now.
Just a weekly record.
you just say you don't want the overall record
Until
football
we
season?
start football season.
I'm okay with
Is that
whatever.
an executive
This is
decision here?
This is Sipple's show.
Yeah, you get to
Shut
choose.
up.
You
It's called
get to-
Good Job Sipple.
Yes.
Sharon, his mom,
Yes.
doesn't like Shut
Yeah,
Up Sipple.
Does not
That's
like
because
it.
it's
It upset-
mean.
Yeah.
And she also called last night. And she was very thankful. She watched it on YouTube that it was addressed.
We addressed it.
Yeah.
So
My mom
good
was
job,
very
Sip.
happy.
is there
Today,
any
yeah.
chance we change the name to Good Job Sipple.
Well, you lost today, so it's got to be Shut Up Sipple. If you
We
win,
tried.
maybe it's Good Job.
We
Sipple.
tried though. Good job.
You did try. Yeah, good effort.
Yeah,
good job.
Yeah, it kind of fits with where we're at in this country right now. Let's just call it Good Job Sipple. Give me a medal.
Yes.
Here's your
We
medal.
tried.
Participation trophy.
That's what you get. The spillover is next
Yes.
on early break. on the
Naysayer.
ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try their pesto cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the Karma Latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Teammates Mentoring Program. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
NASCAR is known for fast cars, roaring action, and big bucks. The Nebraska Lottery's NASCAR Powerball Playoff promotion features all 3, especially the bucks. Until May 30th, buy a Powerball ticket with Power Play or Double Play, enter the voucher number, and you could be one of 15 winners of $1,000 and the chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship Weekend. Enter today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big Brandt.
Problem gambling affects more than the gambler. It affects spouses, children, extended family members, and friends. If you are a loved one who's struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 476-2300.
There's never been a better time to earn more on your checking account. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account with Liberty First Credit Union and earn up to 5.5% APY for up to $40,000. It's simple. Open your Kasasa Cash checking account online or stop into any of the 4 Lincoln locations or Seward and Omaha branches. Liberty First makes switching easy, and Kasasa checking is always free. See libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at GarnerIndustries.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
You finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. You were so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and countless dollars in damages when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's for a free sump pump estimate for your home.
435 John Henry's Plumbing. Heating it up.
Round Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new Keen and Tiva brand sandals for hiking and Olukai sandals for sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dudes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66 and Q in Lincoln.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One without income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
We're on the air. Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7theticket.com.
It is time for the spillover with Raph and AD, sponsored by South Point Medical and Aesthetics. We got some suggestions from the text line during the break for what to name the game show. How about You Suck, Simple?
No. That would upset my mom.
Sharon's
that
not
would
gonna
upset
like that.
my mom. Would not like that
one.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
No, AD's incredibly nice human being. I'm fine. You Suck, Sip will be fine with me.
It's time to play You Suck, Simple.
That's a little rough.
That's pretty bad. Yeah,
Wow.
It's not great.
I like. Do you guys like Good Jobs?
I like Good Job. Yeoman's Effort. Simple.
Yes. Yeah, I like that. Why not?
Strong Effort, Simple.
Yes.
That's great.
Any other ideas?
No, that's all I got for names.
You
there.
Suck, Sipple.
That was the one. Yeah.
You Suck, Sipple. It's not the best.
I gotta imagine that Raph was a happy guy yesterday when he saw this list from Jim Irsay saying that John Elway was a top 3 player in the history of NFL.
Oh, yes.
If you want, I'll give you the list
Yes.
again. Raph. This is from the owner of the Indianapolis Colts. I said first thing I thought about was Raph on this. He goes Jim Brown, Tom Brady, John Elway, Deacon Jones, and Reggie White. That's the top 5 per Jim Irsay. Long time involved in the NFL as the owner of the Colts. Not Peyton Manning, who played for his team, for a long time, but John Elway. Both have 2 Super Bowl titles. Peyton had 7 all first team All Pro. Elway had 0 first team All Pros, but Elway's the 3rd best player of all time.
Smart man. Deacon Jones.
Very educated.
Bill was wondering about Deacon Jones. Deacon Jones.
Who's on the Brady Bunch?
Was on the Brady Bunch.
He was. So was Joe Namath.
He was considered by, this is according to Wikipedia, was considered by many to revolutionize the position of defensive end. In fact, he was credited with coining the phrase sacking the quarterback. He had, in 67, 21 and a half sacks in 14 games. In the following year, he had 22 sacks in 14 games. So people were wondering, Bill, well, why is Deacon Jones on that list?
He's pretty good.
He was a sack dude.
No, there was no question he's good. It was odd when you name your top 5 and without Lawrence Taylor being on there, which is well known as the top defensive player to ever play the game.
Yes, he's 5th. Reggie White's 5th.
Yeah, Reggie White's on there.
So no Barry Sanders, no Jerry Rice. They say top 10 for those guys. He only put his top 5 out there.
Now
they would be top 10.
To defend him, Jones revolutionized the position of defensive end. If that's true, then that's a pretty good.
I did see a thing on Reggie White the other day that he had 21 and a half sacks in 12 games and was not the MVP.
Oh,
who was the MVP?
Reggie White was not that.
Wonder
Not,
who was
not
that?
I don't know, but it was 21 and a half sacks in 12 games. I was
insane.
like, that's incredible.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
guy was amazing.
This was
probably 10 years ago. I'm emceeing the Remington Award there at the Rococo Theater here in town. Probably longer than that. And Deacon Jones was one of the speakers.
Oh, really? You're kidding.
Yeah.
What?
And,
That's been awesome.
His hands were
It's
massive.
huge, yeah.
And he went far over the allotted time.
Yeah.
And Coach, I'm back there backstage with Coach McBride.
Yeah.
And Deacon, God rest his soul, he had a few that night.
Yeah.
And he was going on and on and on. And, Remington looks at me, he just goes, and Charlie, Coach McBride just goes, just let him go, AD.
Just let him
Just
go.
let him. And he kept going and kept going and kept going. And the language got more and more colorful.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I just stepped on stage because it was like about 20 minutes over at this point.
no.
Yeah. I just stepped on stage. He goes, "Oh, I see you, young brother. Come on over here." I go over there. He gives me a hug. His fingers are dang near touching my chest from around my body.
Yeah.
But funny dude, man. He had some stories.
He went 20 minutes over time.
Yeah, at least.
At least.
What was his allotted
That's
time
funny.
he had?
About 15.
Yeah.
35 minutes.
25 minutes.
Just keep talking, Deacon, man. This is your show. It's all about you.
You should start playing the background music like they do like on the award shows. The background music kind of starts and chimes in.
Good idea.
Good idea. Take
Take the hit.
Take the hint.
Take the hit, Deacon.
Deacon Jones, he started alongside Merlin Olsen, who Bill knows.
Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another great series.
So think about the left side of the Los Angeles Rams defensive line, Deacon Jones and Merlin Olsen.
Hall of Famers. Yeah.
Deacon Jones.
Yeah, all four of them were amazing.
Yeah, fearsome foursome, I believe.
It was
a fearsome foursome.
It was the fearsome foursome.
Yes.
Good job.
So those guys both went on to act then? Did the Deacon act at all or not? Just Merlin?
Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch.
So Jim Brown went on to be an actor.
Right,
It was
right.
different times back then. All these guys were acting.
I don't know if Deacon Jones was an actor. I think he did a cameo.
Okay,
Yeah,
cameo
cameo.
on the Brady
Think
Bunch.
about Jim Brown. He just played 9 years.
Yeah.
He quit at his prime and then went to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's
9 years.
Yeah. R.I.P. to Jim Brown, by the way, right?
Yes, 87 years old, passed away on Friday.
And that led to
My
Irsay's list.
My question is, who randomly talked to her? Ursay, you got a second? Yeah. Give me your top five.
No, he put it on Twitter. He tweeted it. That's
I
the
just can't
thing.
imagine anybody has any interest in that. I would have zero.
Ursay, you got to say.
If somebody said, "Hey, I want to see someone's top five," there'd be like several thousand people I'd want to head it before.
The Colts owner.
I mean, I'll just like that. Well, let's try to. Well, let's talk to.
Let's get to Ursay.
Let's talk to Troy Aikman. What's Ursay say?
Straight to Ursay.
Yeah,
What's the guy?
that would just not be the. Would not be. When he put it out, I'm like, well, who would read this? Yeah.
Yeah, he likes himself a lot. Jim Ursay.
Ursay.
He does like himself. You guys know that? What was it? I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, we're going to Indianapolis, and we're going to his home, basically.
We'll be there
Yeah.
in July.
I would like to see you at Ursay's house. That would be. You're going to his home. Go, Ursay, we have
what
some
room
things.
can we take over here?
We'd like
Jim?
to talk to you. We'd like to talk to you about your top five. Did you ever consider Lawrence Taylor?
What's the stadium called, Jake?
That's Lucas Oil
Yeah,
Stadium.
we're going to Lucas Oil to cover the Big Ten Media Days, which I always think of Ursay when I'm there.
Does he come by? Do you see Ursay walking by?
I don't
He
think
should be there.
He
Why
should
wouldn't
be.
he be?
I
I know it's not NFL related,
I
but
don't think
Yeah,
he
why
does.
it's his place.
Good
Yeah,
question,
he
though.
should stop. I guarantee if it was in Dallas that
Jerry Jones?
he'd stop
Oh
by.
God, he'd be there. Yeah.
Jerry Jones would stop by.
Wait a second.
100%.
That's a good point.
He'd
now.
come in a chariot to
Wait a
me.
second. I have not seen Ursay on the premises.
I haven't either.
You've been there.
A couple times, yeah.
You were there.
Request him for an interview.
Jim Irsay, please just come to our table and you can leave if you'd like. That's fine.
Paige and Jim Irsay.
We got to talk about your top
My
five.
question, my
list.
first question, would be like, who would you have at six? That'd be my first
We
question.
saw your top five.
five.
Who's
Which-
sixth? Was it
yeah, that's-
Barry? Was
yeah.
it Peyton? Was it Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll
Was
be
it
going.
Lawrence?
Jake, you'll be going again this year, right?
I'm going.
In
It's-
the van.
It's Wednesday, Thursday this year, right in the middle of the week.
Late
I think it's
July,
Monday,
though.
Tuesday, or Thursday.
This is
Friday.
late July, though.
This is
right?
late July, 26th, 27th of July.
Thank you, Jake.
There you go.
He knows everything.
I got.
amazing.
Well, we're talking about. We're planning it out right now, so that's why I know the date.
Just seen him driving a ticket van.
Yeah, I'm driving the ticket van out there.
You're not going to fly?
No,
A
because
couple days ago
what-
you said you didn't want to. Why?
no, I would prefer. It's a long drive, 9.5 hours. But the horror stories that Sip
It's
had,
hard to get to Indianapolis.
both getting there and coming home, is I don't want to deal with that
The
again.
flights to Indianapolis are a problem.
He had a flight to Charlotte. Now that's way over
He
Indianapolis.
flew to Charlotte,
back
then,
to
then,
Indy
then to Cincinnati,
because
and then drove to Indianapolis.
Delta?
I think so. I don't remember.
No, because your flight,
very.
No, your flight to Indy
If you
got
want to have,
canceled.
if you want to have no chance of making it, just go United.
Oh yeah,
100%. Go United. Yeah, yeah.
I told you that UAL means you ain't leaving.
Yeah.
You guys had to reroute to Cincy because your flight to Indy got canceled.
Correct.
That's the problem. You were not going to go to Cincy
Is that
and drive.
similar to flying to Miami then to
Yeah,
the
pretty
Big
much.
Island?
Yeah, you're going the wrong way to
going the
Hawaii.
wrong- you went
I went the
very-
wrong. I went the wrong way.
Yeah.
I'm glad you picked up on that. I was always a little freaked out by that. We're going to Miami, then Hawaii.
Yeah.
It was a long day of travel. At Monday,
You
4
flew-
hours.
You flew 7 hours and you were still over California.
It was 4 hours from Miami to Denver, and then 8 hours from Denver to Lahui, Kauai.
Wow, that was.
And I got there and it was still sunny. It was like 5 o'clock that time. It was a long day.
It's a long day.
Still made a day out of it though. It was fun.
And you guys had fun. I
That
remember
was
the
back when
photos.
everything was going good
Yeah,
in the
back
relationship.
better times.
Now we're probably not doing that. Probably not doing that.
You done the
right
trip to
now.
Hawaii. Got to go back.
Yeah.
Romance.
Rekindle it.
Rekindle the
Rekindle it.
romance.
We'll get you through the summer.
Elizabeth, please, yes. Let's do the Hawaii trip again.
Let's make it happen. That'd be fun.
I got some ideas
Yeah.
for you
Oh, you
guys.
do?
Yeah.
Romance.
Yes.
Mr. Romance over here. All right, that's it for us. The Drive is next for AD and Raph. For Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I'm Jake Sorensen. See ya.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week